Unlike most crabbers, a big catch is bad news for this group of volunteers.
Going in with teams and trying to remove as many as they can.
Good news would be finding not a single one of these European green crabs in Boundary Bay.
Unfortunately, we have found more than enough green crab to say that there is a concern here.
A concern because it's an invasive species known to outcompete native crabs for resources and damage critical habitats.
They tear up the eelgrass beds when they're searching for their food. The other crabs don't do that. And the eelgrass is really important for the ecosystem because it's kind of the nursery area for a lot of the small fish, even our salmon.
The Department of Fisheries and Oceans says the green crab arrived in West Coast waters in the late 80s, starting in San Francisco. In the decades since, they've reached Oregon, Washington State, likely attached to boats, eventually arriving on the west coast of Vancouver Island in the late 90s. But only in the last few years have they been reported in the Strait of Georgia.
They're not established all across our coastlines. They are in pockets. So let's keep them there.
It's why groups across BC are reporting sightings of the crab recognizable by 5 distinct spines near its eyes. The Invasive Species Council of BC offers an online certification that's required by the DFO to trap and remove the crabs from our waters.
185,000 eggs at a time. So you can imagine how much these can expand in the BC coast.
In the years to come, researchers believe measures will have to be taken to manage the population and minimize its impacts, as eradicating them from BC shores is unlikely.
There's no silver bullet. Now that the crab is here, we're going to learn to live with it.
Part of living with it is reminding boaters to watch for creatures that may hitch a ride and asking for volunteers to help spot the green crab. Isabel Regam, CBC News, Vancouver.